What's going on, guys? We got a couple packages in from Amazon, so I'm going to do just a little midweek review. First item we got offline, I needed another one of these for that charger that I just got the other day. I just got the MagSafe phone charger to mount in my workbench to hold my phone while going. To power that, I had to take one of the cigarette lighter USBs from my personal car. This is just a simple, very simple, your average cigarette lighter. It's got the USB-C and the USB-A. It's 30 watt, it says. We'll see how that one is. Next up on here was just something cool that I saw. It's like a tool set. Comes in a nice little case. Just for getting like plastic clips out. One of these I never had. These are always pretty cool though. I've had a coworker that's had these in the past. But basically you would just like stick this underneath like a plastic clip that would need to come out, and it would just separate it and pull it out. So these are pretty useful. This was pretty cool. So I've been waiting for this one. So I use a Canon R6 to shoot most of my videos. To charge my Canon batteries now, it's one battery at a time, and it goes into a wall adapter. This is like a little unit. It opens up and it takes both batteries in here at the same time. So this looks like it comes with an additional 2 batteries as well. And then it's cool, it's also got 2 slots to hold SD cards, so that's pretty cool. So this looks like it'll be a nice little unit. Update on that thermal printer. So I used that thermal printer for the first time the other day, and it was advertised that you could do shipping labels or individual sheets on it. It came with a continuous roll of thermal paper, which did work, but even when I adjusted the size to like a regular 8.5 by 11, it would just continuously feed it out. I'd print it and it wouldn't stop, it would just keep feeding out. So it didn't really work as I thought it was going to, and then it wouldn't work for shipping labels either. It wouldn't detect when you put them in. So I don't know, I spent about an hour messing around with it, going through all the settings. It got good reviews, but for some reason it just didn't work. The last thing, I saw this on there and it kind of reminded me of growing up, so I had to get it. It's a yo-yo. This comes in a case. It's a metal yo-yo. These indentations are supposed to be if you want to do tricks and like spin it on your finger. It's cool. It comes with multiple different color choices. I always liked yo-yos growing up. This was just something fun I saw in there. They had a gold one too. I was between the two, but the blue definitely doesn't disappoint. Welcome to part 2 of this review. Couple items we have here today we're going to be going over. So we're just going to get right into it as soon as I get a knife. We have a couple products here that we're going to go over that I got. And we have a couple really cool things coming in the next couple days, like next week. I think some of them are coming. I'm not going to spill what it is yet, but those are going to be some cool items. Has anyone else ever noticed where it says, "Without you, I'm empty inside"? I've never noticed that until today, and I just thought it was kind of the funniest thing because it's true. And then I was wondering if the boxes were going to have different sayings on each of them, but they don't. They all say the same thing. All right, so first product up. Surprisingly enough, I don't have a flash for my camera. I'm not sure I ever had a flash for my camera. I have a couple light panels, but I never really had a need for it. So when I saw this camera flash on Vine, it was a total grab for me. So we have the Godox TT520. This looked pretty cool. I know the brand. I've seen some other people use them and say good things about them. So let's unbox this real quick and see what we got here. Right off the bat, we have what looks like, I imagine, is a receiver. Comes in a very nice microfiber feeling little case here. Peep the company logo. Nice case. Very nice packaging so far on this one. Feels very nice. Got some nice clicks. Give you a little view. Got the hot shoe mount on the bottom of it, and then it's got a couple of the different settings which look like they line up with that receiver, I imagine. This takes 4 AA batteries. Overall looks pretty cool. It's got a nice screen on it. Looks like there's a couple different modes that you could do. You could probably adjust how many stops this is going to compensate for. Here we have the next product, which is a newer cold shoe mount. Got this basically for, at some point I do want to get one of the cages for my camera, and I want to get second video monitor, or like a video monitor that I'll put on top with the handle. I think it'll be easier for doing some videos. I've seen a couple people with that. It's something that's on my list. This is just a little cold shoe mount. You can bend it and it could go different ways, so I could have an angle on the monitor however I want it. Next up, I thought this was going to be thicker because the last one that I got ended up being, it was quite thick. You'll see that yo-yo in the last one. This is just a cool yo-yo that I saw After I got the other one, I showed it to Steph, and she was like really playing around with it for a little bit, so it kind of like made me want to get another one. This feels pretty heavy. So here's what we got here. It's a really cool design on this. It's the same front and back. Again, this came with a whole bunch of colored strings. So this is going to be something I'm going to have to set up, and I'm kind of excited about this one. Maybe it's going to be a little bit better than the last one. You want to set it up? Steph's going to set that one up. This next product that I got, something that's always kind of been on the list. I just never wanted to like spend the money and pull the trigger on it. So this is one of these vacuum seal systems. As you know from the vlogs, we do a lot of meal prep. So we'll buy bulk chicken at a time. We'll buy like 10 or 15 pounds of chicken. So basically, I've always really wanted one of these. So when we bulk buy our chicken, we could vacuum seal them, keep them fresher, throw them in the freezer, and date them and just have like a nice organized system. Definitely something cool. We're definitely gonna put some good use to that. This is something that I already unboxed yesterday. Sometimes these items come and I'm kind of excited for some of them, so I just open them up quick. And then I think after the fact that I should have probably took the camera out and videoed it for this. But this is something we've been wanting for a long time, and every time we go to the store we see one of them and we're just like, we don't want to like pull the trigger and buy one because they're a little expensive. This was $70, but this is pretty cool. This is a Bluetooth thermometer. I'm big on, I like to measure the temperature for, you know, to get burgers to the right temperature. Chicken, I like to make sure it's like thoroughly cooked. So, you know, we have just a regular kind of like folding one that we use now. You put it in there and it shows it. But these are really cool because you could just take this out and just place it, you know, in the chicken inside of the oven. And there's an app on your phone. You can measure the temperature. You can watch it as it goes. This also shows you the temperatures on the top. The back of it is magnetic, so you could stick it to the oven itself or to the side of the refrigerator or anything you have in the kitchen that might be magnetic. First impressions opening this up, we have a nice roll. Wrapped up very nice. It looks like we got the stainless on this. So this is a very nice finish. It'll match any like stainless appliances. Not that this is gonna be out on the counter. This is gonna be more of a put away, use it once in a while type of thing. So it comes preloaded with a roll in there already, and it has instructions in there as well to walk you through what you're gonna be doing on this. We have a nice how-to guide right off the bat in there. So, quick little show. Basically, this pulls out. You're gonna select your desired length, and then you're able to come over here, simply cut it, very easy. You're then going to take that and throw it right into this section right here. That'll be it. It'll automatically seal it now. Once you turn it off, it opens it up. Now we have a nice seal across there. All right, for purposes of this video, I'm gonna use this piece of Parmesan cheese just to show you guys. We're gonna be testing this together. This is obviously much bigger than it would need for this, but we're going to then, you put this into here. We're going to close this down, turn it on. And there we have it. We have a nice vacuum sealed piece of cheese now. So that's gonna wrap it up for this review session. Had a couple really cool things. I'm excited to see the next things that we get going forward, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.